the election where them do. We still they wait for the change. All the promise when they make, it don't they be like saying a fake. Where the money, where the food. Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain. We don't tire to complain. I see the bad way you've been do. You don't tear Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. And take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you. Let Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo. Yes, after the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't dey be like saying a fake, yo. And where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, no employment for the youth, and security no improve. Inflation don't they hit the roof. Still government no they say the truth. Oh yeah my brother, this change now yawa. We don't do this suffer. Pray God for Nigeria. Oh yeah my sister, this coming now yawa. And you don't do this suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election where them do, we still they wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't they be like saying a fake you. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, See as economy just the fall, but it just the travel around the world. I be your office there for sky. Now your time for walking the deck in the fly.
Because truly, I think we're in crisis.
Yeah, hello from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun live, and please let me know if you are very much comfortable with the audio. It's important we check that before we get fully into the conversation today. So you can help me with that from your own end there before we continue. So you're welcome, and you can also share the broadcast with your friends, for wherever you have access to as well. I mean, from platforms that you also have access to. So you can share the broadcast with them. So thank you very much for joining me. Tonight, if you read the caption of the broadcast, let's see. Just a moment. Please let me know if the audio is fine just before we continue, because once we get started, that's us. John Adekola, thank you so much for joining me. So, to everyone joining as well, thank you. So we are doing it differently tonight, and you are welcome. Let's see. So I'm still waiting on. Just let me know what the audio is. If audio is very much better, we can continue. So thank you. Just waiting on for a minute. All right. It seems that we are fine. Badru. Yeah. So I think I can take your words for that, so we can get started. You see, as they always say, that you cannot shame the shameless. It has become more, sad that the people who were shouting Sai Baba, I'm talking about the Sai barbarians of the old, are now today the wailers. Remember when they were calling those who were complaining about Buhari, his incompetency and his laziness and complete loss? Eh? They were calling those, or they were calling us whalers. Today, those who are the hailers, those who are the praise singers of Buhari, they have joined the bandwagon now. They have joined us. Oh, they called us the team of the bandwagon. So they have joined us, meaning they are now lamenting, but they are phrasing their lamentation. Phrasing their lamentation means that some of them are still avoiding eh, putting the blame of the collapsed Nigeria on the man that collapsed Nigeria. They are still, which means that they are still disguising. So they will still join as the year inches to 2023 as well. So I've got a lot I want to share on that. Aso Rock Villa, which as we see it now is officially empty. It is empty because, well, Buhari is now in Daura, Abi, tendering his cows. Aisha Buhari has left Nigeria to God knows where, Dubai. Now she is the first lady of Dubai. You get that? The secretary to the government of the Nigeria, that is Boss Mustafa, is on isolation now because of coronavirus. The killer, Buratai the butcher, is also in isolation now, on a lockdown because of coronavirus. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Tanko Technicality, is also very much under watch now, very sick according to the report because of coronavirus. A lot is going on. Aso Rock is now more or less like a ghost place where guys just, although they left the place for the regular houseboy, Oshibajo. But when I was snooping around today, right, I came across a video from one of the members of the Nigerian House of Representatives. So, and he was presenting the case of insecurity in Nigeria on the floor of the House. And he presented it in a way that I think I have to share that with you. I'm going to share that today. Also, when I was also sort of, doing my usual apropos, I found that the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, has come up, or let me say come out now, to tell us that Yorubas should be more interested in securing the lives of the Yorubas. And if anything at all, Yorubas should be busy right now discussing restructuring of Nigeria, because Nigeria as it is will never work for anybody, especially the Yorubas. It is not working for those who are holding power now. So telling you about 2023, presidency, and all those nonsense are just distractions that are only good for those who are benefiting from the rot in Nigeria. If you are not benefiting from it, you should not help them. You should not join them in echoing 2023. Seyi Makinde came out and he was honest. He was honest about it. The future, or let me say, tomorrow is bleak. And for Nigeria, with the level of insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria, which is expected to spread down to the southern Nigeria further in the next few months, as the northern Nigeria has finally caved in into the power of the monsters they built, the monsters they made. That is their own children that they failed, having held power for years, for decades, like controlling the levelers of power. But for decades, they left their people as destitute. They are now terrorists who are now burning down the northern Nigeria with so much determination. They are not just burning down properties, they are killing, and they are not tired. They are not relenting. It's on, and only God knows for how long. So when they finish with northern Nigeria, they will move down to the south. And this is why every reasonable person in the southern Nigeria, especially in Yoruba land, should begin to think inward. You should begin to look inward now. So Seyi Makinde said 2023 shouldn't be should be an issue in Yoruba land. Securing the people of Yoruba land, ensuring the prosperity of Yoruba land is for the Yoruba people. With the level, with the current arrangement, Nigeria arrangement, Yoruba will continue to be poor. Yoruba people will continue to be poor in the country, in their own land, that they should be rich and wealthy enough to live a better life. So yeah, I agree with Seyi Makinde on that, and I'm going to touch on that. Listen, few days ago, the leader of the leader of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, came out and they launched the Eastern Security Network (ESN) to protect their people against the invading criminal terror group, which are very much in charge of the northern Nigeria as we speak. So they mobilized volunteers, Biafrans, who are ready to stand up and then defend their land, defend their people, since the politicians would rather just play politics with it, where there are Nigerian army, Nigerian police that should be going after terrorists who are on bikes, moving around different parts of the country on bikes right now, right? So instead of them to go after those terrorists, they are going after, peaceful protesters who are holding flags and calling for Biafra. So while the terrorists continue to ravage the land in the eastern part of Nigeria. So some of you were like, oh yeah, you were shocked, by the way. Like, wow, how did they manage to raise this number of people? I mean, that number could be anything between 4,000 to 10,000 soldiers. How did they manage? How are they going to harm them? How are they going to protect Igbo land and the rest? Let me tell you something. I don't see 2023. I see civil war in Nigeria. And there is no country that will fight two civil wars and still remain a country. It is not possible. And that is why if you are not prepared with what seems to be coming on or coming up soon, it seems that the Biafrans are, even though there are many, many Igbos who don't believe that they should, support Nnamdi Kanu. But some of you will have to support Nnamdi Kanu, support the IPOB, the Eastern Security Network. Because at the end of the day, you realize that Nigeria cannot protect you, no matter how much you don't really like him. But for the fact that you have something that these terrorists will have to be watchful about. Before now, it seems that they have conquered everybody. Before Amotekun was set up, it seems that the terrorists have conquered everybody, right? In the eastern part of Nigeria, their governors are trying to massage the situation, make it look like it's not that bad, while they continue to gaslight the IPOB members. The terrorists were more in everywhere now. However, when Amotekun was launched, and the news came out that the Yorubas are going to protect ourselves. We are going to protect our borders. We are going to protect our people. If any team of terrorists attack anywhere in Yoruba land, we will respond in the same force and the same action. So that somehow, right, sent a message that if you are going to Yoruba land, any part of Yoruba land, you should be prepared. So if they want to attack us in Yoruba land now, it has to be coordinated. It won't be pocket of terrorists kidnapping our people on the highway, marching them into the bush, kilometers into the bush for hours, only to go on and rape the women and possibly kill the men and still collect ransom from them. That is what they are doing right now. They can't really go into any community in Yoruba land right now. You know why? Because they know that if they do that, there is possibility that the community will mobilize in the name of Amotekun, and they can go on and fight them. Legally, Amotekun is allowed to go after criminals in Yoruba land. Expectedly, by the way. So, the Igbos, the Biafrans have now come up to say, well, we will protect ourselves. And I love this. And I think you would love to see it too, right? This is the first, it all started with the launch where they begin to march into the bush. And that is what is expected of the Eastern Security Network. They are set up because of those terrorists who are invading different parts of Nigeria. I'm coming back to northern Nigeria. I just want you to know that it is important that everybody support everyone who is working to scare away all these terrorists, because the terrorists have the coverage. They have the immunity from the Nigerian government. If you arrest them and you hand them over to Nigerian police, even after they have killed or committed a crime, the Nigerian police have no power over them. They have to release them. It is an arrangement. They have immunity. So you will never expect the police to go after them and arrest anybody. It's not possible. If the community goes after them, you will get possibly attacked or arrested by the government of Nigeria. That is what it is. But with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB leaders, with what they have managed to do so far, let me share that with you. First, let me show you where they are moving. So that, yeah, let's share that first. So they go into the forest now, just to ensure that those who are, farmers in the eastern part of Nigeria, that they have peace of mind to go to their farms without the fear of being molested, kidnapped, raped, harassed, or even killed. So this is a very good move. Afenifere, the Yoruba socio-political group, the Afenifere that we normally call the Afenifebis, they supported this idea because everyone should support idea of self-protection. You should be able to defend yourself, self-defense. It is your right. Nobody should be challenging you on that. But in Nigeria, right, they will call them. There's something I also want to point out. Okay, do you remember when the IPOB members are always with their flags, with their phones, with their flyers, their beautiful, colorful, attires and the rest, asking for Biafra, give us Biafra, give us Biafra. Remember? And the Nigerian police will move on to kill them, arrest some of them, put them up on trump-up charges, and you will never find them again. So people were saying, one day IPOB members, they will pick up guns to defend themselves. They will try to defend themselves against the invaded terrorists in their region. This is the Eastern Security Network now. People have volunteered. Young men and women have listened to the command of Nnamdi Kanu to defend themselves. How do you think Nigeria is feeling now? Remember before they pick up arms to defend themselves? People were saying Nnamdi Kanu was sending people to go and die. No, their protest and their agitation has always been peaceful. They've never attacked anybody. They've never kidnapped anybody. They've never bombed any building. They've never attacked anybody since they've started, even though they have been killed in their hundreds by the Nigerian security forces. So now they have decided to protect themselves. They have decided to protect themselves. And I love it. It is brave. Trust me, it is brave for what Nnamdi Kanu channeled. But let me show you something where you see them, where they move on as a team. I'll share that with you now, one sec.
This is Eastern Security Network. Anambra State Command on patrol.
But let me show you something where you see them
patrolling our farms to make sure there is adequate security for our mothers to farm, our women, to make sure there is no crime anymore in our country, in this old eastern region. To make sure that our bushes are free from kidnappers, Fulani herdsmen, killings of any kind, to make sure they stop it in old eastern region. We make sure that our land is free from every crime, killings, or whatever you might call it. We don't want it again. We don't want it again in our land.
So they were in Anambra Command. So they have mobilized about 10,000 young men and women that are going to serve as the comrades and the soldiers and the army of the Eastern Security Network, whatever you want to call them. It is what it should be. Do you know that this is what the people in northern Nigeria should be busy doing, protecting their people? Do you know that? But because they don't really have any interest, or their political leaders don't really have any interest. They are jittery right now. I have to be honest with all of you. They are jittery. They are more interested in what they are going to do to attack these people for looking for terrorists. Do you get that now? For looking for terrorists in the eastern Nigeria, they would rather send soldiers to go and look for these guys to arrest or kill. But the man that is going to give the order is currently suffering from coronavirus isolation. It can't come out. It can't even come out now that they have kidnapped 600 children, school children. You know, Nigeria is a crazy place, right? In the eastern part of Nigeria, we have received report of attacks on women. Women farm a lot in the eastern part of Nigeria. Do you get that now? Strong women, right? And we have received a report of many of them attacked in Enugu, in Ebonyi, in Anambra, you know, where they were attacked by Fulani terrorists who raped them. But you dare not say that in the eastern part of Nigeria, they will call you an IPOB member. Do you get that now? Like, you shouldn't talk about it. No, don't talk about it. The people needed to just suffer in silence. You know what I mean? Shut up your mouth. And so just forget it. You are supposed to be quiet. But Nnamdi Kanu won't be quiet. It's that serious that Nnamdi Kanu won't keep quiet. Why should he keep quiet? So now you know that they have weapons. All of you who have been asking, is Nnamdi Kanu trying to kill them? He's asking them. I know so many people who have been asking for Nnamdi Kanu to arm the boys. There are boys who are ready to protect Biafra land. That this is not 1966. This is not 1967. This is not 1970. This is not the first Biafra war. We want to protect ourselves. We don't trust the government of Nigeria to protect us or protect our people. They haven't. Rather than Nigerian government to protect them, Nigerian government is busy hunting them down, gaslighting them, and looking forward. The Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian security forces, they always look forward to the day that they will get assigned to go and shoot and kill Biafrans. Do you know that among those who go to Biafra land to kill Biafrans, there are Biafrans among them too? Do you know that? Just same way you have politicians who claim to be Igbo leaders, and they watch this. They can't say anything, because if they say anything, bam, they are going to lose their feeding bottle from what they are getting from Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu has done that to protect the Igbo people. Anyone that is against that is a terrorist. Let's go back to Kankara. Before now, you remember they bring back our girls, bring back our girls. Then there is no more bring back our girls, because we haven't really concluded that. We now have bring back our boys. Okay, I have audio. I have two audios I'm going to share with you. One from the parent of the kidnapped children, but it is in Hausa. Okay, so I don't understand Hausa, but I've been told the the interpretation of what he said. But some of you can do same for us in the video. In the comment section. Okay, I'll read your comment out. Right? So they kidnapped over 600 children. Okay, and we have the pictures of some of them now. We have it is sad, honestly speaking. Like in 2020, as if to say 2020 hasn't dealt with humanity enough. Today we have We have over 600 children unaccounted for. And Buhari is there smiling. You know, they are even organizing something for him. They are organizing a birthday, something for him. So I think I'm gonna try to share that with you. They are going to organize a 78th birthday for him in Abuja tomorrow, and they are inviting all the Buhari Deans, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, and their other fellow cousins and brothers. You know. So let me share that with you. One sec. So I found this somewhere. Tomorrow not 17th? Am I tripping? I think tomorrow is 17th. So they are expecting Buhari rally in Abuja tomorrow. Why 600 school children are still missing? Let me play you the audio of that kidnapping of the school children by the Boko Haram. And Alhaji Shekau came out to say, Nami Duam, you know, when you meet a witch that is confessing, Alhaji Shekau came out. But first, listen to this audio.
Inda gwamnatin jihar ta sanar da rufe ilahirin makarantun sakandare na kwana da ke jihar biyu bayan farmakin da 'yan bindiga suka kai a makarantar sakandaren Kankara a jiya da daddare. Lamarin dai ya jefa iyayen yara da dama cikin zulumi, kamar da za a ji a wannan rahoton na wakilinmu Yusuf Ibrahim Jargaba.
Nan cikin makarantar ne inda dubban mutane, iyaye da sauran al'umma ke ci gaba da nuna alhinin sace waɗannan ɗalibai da har kawo yanzu ba a san adadinsu ba. Ga wasu daga cikin iyayen da abin ya ratsa da 'ya'yansu.
Ikilima Idris mai kanti ba kori. Ɗana ne da na haifa na ciki na saboda ba mu da galihu talakawa ne. Domin in ba talakawa ba waɗanda za a yi wannan cin kashin.
Akwai ɗana Abbas Mustapha Barde, muna kira ga gwamnati da Allah yadda za a yi a kamo mana 'ya'yanmu kada a jojo exchange fire don annan mutane a ce a kashe mana 'ya'ya. Kuma muna ƙara ba mu iyayen wa'annan yara haƙuri mu yi addu'a don Allah jibanci lamarinmu, Allah hana wannan abun faruwa, Allah kuma kuɗa mana 'ya'yanmu.
Ɗana Tijjani Usman Gadima, Allah fito da shi, Allah taimaka mana, kada kashe mana 'ya'ya, taimaka mana.
Suna na Umma Haruna Bakori, ina da ɗa mijinta ba Usman, yana ɗaya daga cikin yaran da aka tafi da su. Muna roƙon Allah da dukkan sauran al'umma annabi su mana addu'a su fa Allah ya fito mana da ƴaƴanmu, Allah ku fito mana da ƴaƴanmu a cikin wannan hali da suke cikin yanayi.
Gari na wayewa a safiyar yau, gwamnan jihar Katsina Aminu Bello Masari ya garzaya zuwa wannan makaranta don ganin halin da ake ciki da kuma jajanta ma iyayen da abin ya faru ga 'ya'yansu. Wanda ɗaya daga
as well. So those are that's the audio clip playing the voices of the parents of the children. I'm going to share with you some of the faces of the children that have been managed to be declared missing so far, identified. By their parents. You know, it is sad. But Buhari was very much interested in going to Daura to go and see his cows, and he saw them. It felt good that he saw his cow, that his cows are doing well. 600 children marched into the bush by the terrorists, and the Nigerian government kept saying they have found them. They said they have found them. It's been 48 hours now that they said they have found them, and they were negotiating with the terrorists. But Alhaji Shekau came out to say, "No, that's just a joke. Shut up. There's no children coming. I kidnapped them." Because we have told you that book is haram. Book is haram. Book is a sin. Stop sending your children to these schools and all of them. They won't rescue them, like they never rescued those. That were kidnapped by the same terror group. Even though the government of Nigeria continue to pay them ransom. To continue to pay. Yeah, they pay them ransom. They pay them rehabilitation money. It's sad, it's heartbreaking, but you cannot shame the shameless, as they say. And like people do say as well, they said, even if you put the Buhari, even if they kidnap or kill half of the entire north, if you put a Buhari picture on the ballot in 2023, it will still get 16 million votes in northern Nigeria. They will still write it for him. Doesn't really matter what happened. So say no, no, we all cry small, but I'm not crying for them anymore. I'm crying for some of us, in the southern Nigeria, who have no clue how it feels like, for your children to be stolen from you and you will never see them again. I mean, stolen by terrorists who have the power to do whatever they want to do, and nobody can stop them. Do you get that now? That is my own worry, not for them. You know, they finished in northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria is done. It's gone. You know, Afghanistan. If they give you citizenship of Afghanistan, you are better off than those who are living in northern Nigeria. But they can pretend. That's the reason why they don't want to have the conversation yet. But we should be worried for ourselves who are from the southern Nigeria. Listen to this lawmaker. I want to share his speech with you as well. Quick one.
That our country is in crisis because truly
I don't think that is working well for us. I am very sorry. The audio is very, very poor, I believe. And he was actually making a very wonderful statement in that video. For some reason, I think we won't be able to have the volume up. But let's proceed. Okay. So this is what Alhaji Shekau said. It is also in. I don't know. Maybe it's in Fufude or it's in Hausa or wherever. But if you understand this language, you can interpret for us. But I think there's also a subtitle on it for you.
ليل الثلاثاء شهر ربيع الثاني هجرة رسولنا صلى الله عليه وسلم من مكة إلى المدينة سنة 1442 تماما. أنا بإذن الله تعالى إمام جماعة أهل السنة للدعوة والجهاد أبو محمد أبو بكر بن محمد الشكوي. نسأل الله تعالى أن يحفظنا جميعا ويثبتنا ويرزقنا بالثبات إلى الممات. ومن هنا إن شاء الله تعالى أريد أن أرجع إلى اللغة المحلية لألقي إلى الإخوان أي إخواني في الله المسلمين جميعا هذه العملية التي قدمت في كسينة نحن إن شاء الله تعالى قدمناها. wannan aikin da ya faru a cikin wato kasina to insha Allahu ta'ala dan addini ya ɗaukaka dan kafirci wato yayi ƙasa ne muka yi wannan aikin saboda karatun boko ba karatun Allah da annabi bane ba kuma abin Allah da annabi ake karantarwa a ciki ba balma aqidar addinin musulunci ne ake rusarwa a ciki ko da ko an ɓoye Allah mai sama mai kasa ya sani. Allah ya faɗaɗa addinin musulunci, Allah ya tabbatar da ‘yan uwa musulmai, Allah ya sa abin da muke yi, Allah ya ɗaukaka addini, Allah ya samu cika akan imani. Duk wanda ya kiya musulunta ko in mai laifi ne ya kiya tuba to zai ga dariyan haushi a lahira. Allah ya kiyaye mu kam. Duk mutumin da ya sani kuma ya ɓoye zai ga kansa a cikin jahannama. Mu dai Allah ya kiyaye mu, ba mu kashe kowa ba. In mun kaga mun kashe to ya ƙi ya karɓi musulunci ne kuma yana faɗa da mu. In kaga mun ki karɓan wani to ya ki.
That is Alhaji Shekau. So from the Ayeye report, they said Shekau currently as what do you call it? They were according to them, because I don't believe them anyway. So they said Shekau as Shekau is now crippled. So because Shekau is crippled, probably that is why he's talking slowly. But he has claimed responsibility for the abduction of over 600. No, he claimed that they only took 553. Probably some of them escaped and they are still in the bush. And because there is nobody looking for them, Nigerian security men are not looking for them, nobody is looking for them, they can make you believe that they are looking for them. Well, if they are looking for them, it's been 48 hours now. Are you saying that they didn't find any one of them in the forest who escaped or something? Because we have the numbers of those who are still missing. And then we have the pictures of those who are still missing as well, identified so far. But Nigerian governments are doing absolutely nothing. Right now, the most they were relying on was that they were going to negotiate. They were going to negotiate with the terrorists, okay, pay them some money, get some children released to them. But that is not going to happen. Because even when they pay the money, they are not going to get all the children back anymore in one piece, right? They are, what do you call it? The children have been divided, they have been separated, and they have been divided into different groups by now. The moment Alhaji Shekau confirmed that he's received the children, very soon they may make a big video to show you all the children, boys, girls. I actually thought it was just a boys' school only. But where is Buhari? Where is their SWAT? The SWAT that police IG said they were starting. Where is their SWAT going after those who have abducted people? Today they shared a picture. When they shared pictures of, you see that criminal, that Abba Kyari, you see that police officer that always goes into the bush with cameramen looking for bandits, looking for terrorists. They took him to Katsina. They said in order to add to the propaganda, to make you think they are doing something. So Abba Kyari is now in the bush looking for the boys. Meanwhile, they said they have found them. So that one is there looking for the boys now. Okay, so it is a shame. And you ask, where is Buhari? And the next news we are hearing is that Tinubu inaugurated his 2023 presidential campaign. Oriyomi Azan, thank you very much for your super sticker there. I've just seen that. Thank you. Right? So they said Tinubu launched his 2023 presidential, they said Tinubu loyalist. They have launched his 2023 presidential campaign. And I'm like, even Buhari that cried, contested 4 times, cried 3 times, he is now the president of Nigeria. Another Nigeria is born. Is Tinubu coming to come and inherit the scrap that Buhari will leave behind, or he's just coming to come and finalize it and bury it for you? Sufferness no dey tire you. When I read that today, I was like, sufferness no dey tire people. Like, are people not really tired? But I'm just gonna be joking if I think people are tired of being slaves to those they choose as their masters. But Seyi Makinde says something. I'm still going to Nato. I just want to say something about Seyi Makinde as well. This is, Amotekun. People are saying that Amotekun security team in Yoruba land. People are saying that seems to be an idea that received serious support from Seyi Makinde when Dawn, the people called Dawn, D-A-W-N. So they were those who developed this idea about economic drive, security, technique to protect Yoruba land, and at the same time destruct, and not so many other ideas like that. So when the insecurity became issue, especially in Oyo State, Seyi Makinde bought the idea of Amotekun, and he sold the idea completely to the rest of the governors. So being someone from the outside, and the Dawn guys, they are the Tinubu boys too. So they bought it, but nobody was really much interested in it, other than Seyi Makinde, Ondo State governor, just the two, I think. Those are the 2 governors in Yoruba land who are really interested. Somehow, even the one in Ondo State, is not really interested in it for the real thing, but he was interested in starting it anyway. But Seyi Makinde decided that they will have to come together as a region, right, to agree, so that when they make laws, or when they can be in support of one another in case if Nigeria want to come for them. And they bought the idea, well, for political exigency at the time. It worked. But Seyi Makinde gave it more follow-up. They started their recruitment exercise, training, passing out, and then equipping them. So now, Amotekun in Yoruba land, in Oyo State, received some operational vehicles, as well as some other gadget to help them. This will be the second time they are receiving that from Seyi Makinde's government in Oyo State. And we've had that, about 40% of these illegal Fulani camps in Yoruba land are found in Oyo State alone. So I don't want to hear the story that they kidnap Alaafin of Oyo now that we have Amotekun, because it's so bad that the areas like, Igbowo, all those areas around Oyo going up north, those are the areas already ravaged by marauding terrorists. Do you get that now as we speak? So Seyi Makinde came out to give them a boost today. Okay, and I hope this gets to everyone who is also watching me from Ibadan today, because among what he said Yorubas should be more concerned. Yorubas should be more concerned about securing the Yoruba land, securing the lives of Yorubas in Yoruba land, so that we don't fall in. You can see what is going on in the northern Nigeria today. So Yorubas should begin to think about fighting genuinely for the restructuring of the country, where you can indeed enjoy the fruits of your own natural resources. Everything that is Yoruba should work for the Yoruba people. Every Yoruba son and daughter should be interested in fighting for anything and everything that indeed protects the Yoruba interest, including the economic interest. Being part of Nigeria today is not in the economic interest of Yoruba people or Yoruba land. Our lands have been ravaged by terrorists, economic hoodlums. They have taken over, what should have been for the benefit of the Yoruba sons and daughters in Yoruba land. And those who are opportuned to call themselves the Yoruba leaders, they have joined the party. Rather than fight for the interest of Yoruba land, genuinely in the project Nigeria, they are fighting for their own interest and the next election, not the next generation. So I picked this, and I hope it gets to you as well when, for the next few minutes, as Seyi Makinde delivered this remark while handing over the operational vehicles for the Amotekun in Yoruba land. Omo, have you seen the vehicles for Eastern Security Network, ESN? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the guy that is not in government, Biafrans all over the world who are contributing money together to promote IPOB and to start this Eastern Security Network. Guys, you don't know what you have done. I'm coming back to that too. But let's listen to Seyi Makinde for a few minutes.
It is my pleasure to come in here this afternoon to basically strengthen the hands of the Amotekun Corps in Oyo State. First, I'd like to say that to the Amotekun Corps, I'll say that I am really, really proud of you. When we came into government, May 29 last year, there's no Amotekun Corps. But today, their impact is being felt all around us. And I also like to say that I've been going out at night and also sometimes very early in the morning and I see you. Two nights ago, some people were with me till about maybe 1 a.m. in the morning, and they left. And after they got back to their hotels, they called me and said we had an encounter with the Amoteku operatives under the bridge at Makola. And their testimonial is that they were stopped, they asked them where they were coming from, and then they let them go. They did not ask them for money, and they did not say that your boys are on the street. Yes, that is why we have been clamoring for state police. Because you know for a fact you all belong to this state. You know for a fact. Wípé Yorùbá máa ń sọ pé tá a bá sọ̀kù lọ́jà. Tó bá béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn, ẹ gba bribe lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn èèyàn yín náà ni ẹ gba bribe lọ́wọ́ wọn. And that is the very compelling reason for us to say that state police is a must. Yes, we don't have it right now, but we thank God, the Oyo State House of Assembly for making the law establishing Amateku. Yes, if we cannot get state police now, we'll get there. I'm sure this will get there because yes, we have community policing, but we need to do better than that. But in the absence of the state police, we have our own Amateku Corps, and they are doing very, very well. Yes, I've had some of our people, some of our political leaders jostling and going around to say, oh, they want to be president of Nigeria in 2023. I think what we need at this stage is to secure our people, to restructure Nigeria. It doesn't matter who is the president in Abuja. In a restructured Nigeria, every corner of the country will feel the impact of government. That is what we need. So tó bá di 2022, Ọlọ́run ṣọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ń sáré káàkiri di 2022 o. Tó bá di 2022, àápàdé wọn, whether it's a restructured Nigeria, la need to know, whether it's a Yoruba presidency, we will know when it gets to that time.
sorry about that, guys. I think I've taken off the sound again. I'm so sorry. We'll get used to it. I'm not so used to it. So don't worry, the sound is back. So Seyi Makinde, just what I was saying there when my volume was completely off. So Seyi Makinde is my kind of politicians who I believe that if they say they are going to do something when they are campaigning and they start doing it when they get elected, that to me, because you don't expect any one of them to be saint. I'm not even looking for the saint. Just do the job. Do the job that you campaigned for. So today, I love the fact that he was taking a jab at, what do you call it, taking a jab at the Jaga bandit, the Jagawere of Lagos, Tifnumbu, over there, that is going about, he wants to be president in 2023. Because that's all he wants to be. To them, according to them, it is about the next election. It is not about the next generation. Do you get that now? So, I like the way he actually took a jab at him there. Yeah. Just saying that he wants to be president. So, if Yoruba land burned down, if the invaders, the kidnappers, those who are making life a hell for our own brothers and sisters, that some people are denying, by the way, you don't need to like him that much. You know what I'm talking about? But he's doing what he said he was going to do. That's what you campaign to do. I will protect the people of your state. He knows that with the Nigerian arrangement, except Nigeria is restructured, he doesn't have all the power to protect your people. But he's doing something. Lagos State, where Tifnumbu comes from, they are completely not interested in Amotekun. They are just Sanwo-Igbo was just interested in taking pictures. So if Buhari that came in, let me give you one little background of what and why the security failure in northern Nigeria is very much expected. Okay, when Buhari came in, his priority was not the human beings. Remember when he came in and the first thing he did was to set up task force within the Nigerian army and turn Nigerian soldiers to people who are now hunting for cows. So he started the force. They started a team inside the Nigerian army. They called them Cattle Rustlers Task Force, Nigerian Army. Soldiers who are going after cattle. Anybody who steal cattle, who steal cow, anywhere, Nigerian Army will move in to come and retrieve that cow from you. That was his first step. Human beings were in IDP camp. He was interested to go after cattle rustlers, those he believed were stealing cows. And they commissioned soldiers for that. After that, he opened another thing. Instead of him to then say, okay, this is us, now let's go after the terrorists. He didn't do that. What did he do? Buhari and Buratai, secretly, they opened up the door, escape route for all terrorists in Nigeria. And they started what they called Operation Safe Corridor. Buhari campaigned to come and protect you. You get it now? He campaigned to protect you, people living in IDP camps. You remember? It was because of Chibok girls. Bring back our girls, bring back our girls. Sheka was laughing. He said, I am Abubakar Sheka. I don't know many of you who saw the video. When Sheka was laughing at Nigerians then. Bring back our girls. Bring back our girls. I will not bring back your girls. Remember the video? Sheka. That was why Buhari became president too. The person was supposed to be Boko Haram negotiator with Nigeria. Buhari should be terrorist negotiator. Boko Haram, Alhaji Shekau, they nominated Alhaji Buhari to come and negotiate with Nigeria when Buhari was trying to be the president. And he was like, no, don't spoil business for me. I don't want to go and represent you. Just relax. When I take over power, there will be no more middlemen between us. Whatever you want, you get. Is that not what happened? Because rather than the government of Nigeria to start the process of arresting number one, to end the terrorism, then arrest and prosecute all the arrested terrorists. Is that not what was supposed to be done? But they didn't do that. Once he becomes the commander-in-chief of the terrorists in Nigeria, the terror-in-chief, man, see that job, man. That I actually just clicked on something right now. Like, because they were not in government, and they felt like they should be in government, then they sympathized with terrorists against the country they claim to love. Then the terrorists, and they realized, they saw the gap, they saw their chances of taking over government with the use of terrorism. And when that chance presented itself, they were like, no, if I become a negotiator, now small change I will collect. What if I am the one you have to negotiate with? What if I am the one that have to pay you that negotiation? What if I am the president? They're like, oh boy, hey, that makes sense. So, and they'll just say, hey, Buhari, you get sense. So Buhari don't leave me. So we won't have to be scared. You just do everything in total for us, Abi. You do negotiation, we sacrifice some boys, we kill some people, we get some money, but you will be in charge. Guys, they say, yeah, that's fine, that's it. Okay, more we intensify then. Jonathan must go. That is why former terrorists, political terrorists, like El Rufaya, like Tifnumbu, like Atifku, like Kwakwanso, and Dinomelaye, Saraki, who else? All those political terrorists, political criminals, they came together and they make a jihadist, the president-in-chief, the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian armed terrorists. Because Nigerian soldiers are more or less terrorists too. They find so much confidence and happiness in killing their fellow citizens than to kill terrorists. So Buhari came in, finally, instead of Buhari to pick up on the terrorists, they created a window for them to rehabilitate them. That is what happened. To rehabilitate terrorists. And today, you are not just looking for Chibok girls. You are now even looking for 600 boys from Kankara. We are still looking for Dapchi girls, including Leah Sharibu. We are still looking for them, are you not? After 5 years of Buhari, to come and end Boko Haram. Come and end Boko Haram. Come and stop the stealing of money. Come and give back to the people you claim to love. Someone is complaining about the volume again. I think we are having an issue with that again. That shouldn't be. Let's see. Okay, just give me a sec. We might be drawing down soon if the volume is still very much an issue. So give me a sec. Well, just before I go on that hold, I'll go and fix something now. If that will work. If it doesn't, well, that's us coming to the end of the broadcast. I picked up something. This is from the Gandola of Kano. What he had to say about Sanusi. When I get back, we will continue if the audio gets better at all. So watch this. Just a minute.
And when you removed him, it created bad blood. And let me tell you, Sanusi was later appointed Taban at the Emir of Kano, not because he was the best man, but because by appointing him, that was to retaliate what Jonathan did to him. That was in order to prove Jonathan that what he did was wrong, and the people of Kano wanted their son, and therefore they decided to appoint him as the Emir of Kano. But you know that when he was appointed, there was a lot of demonstration, a lot of burning tires here and there. And yet, because of government backing, he sustained those two. When I became the governor, that is why you will laugh. I said, yes, Jonathan medicine.
Just for a quick one, I'm double checking the audio here. So let me know if that changes anything at all. If it doesn't, yeah, that's going to be a shame. So let me know if anything changes again. Yeah, I can tell the yes, the volume is very, very low. I can't really say from my end why we are having that again, but well, I think we're just going to draw the curtain tonight again. We want to limit everything to an hour each. It seems that whenever we get to an hour, we always get the same similar problem with the volume drops down. So is it a bit better, if I may ask? Just let me know. Yeah, it's still very low. Oh. I think it's a bit better, isn't it? I know you have to turn, yeah, you have to turn it up a little bit louder. I understand, but that's something I will need to look into and fix. This seems to be irregular now. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, let's see if it's better. If it's not, then we'll draw the curtain here and we'll see again tomorrow. So let me know if it is better in any way or by any chance. Yeah, so I'll don't worry. I'll keep my mouth close to the microphone. I can tell that something is wrong. I'm checking from this end as well, and yeah, I can tell. Sure. I know it's so much. Yeah, it's so down. Like 100%. You're right. So I'm going to pop everyone on a short hold. This time around it's just going to be musical, and then when I get back, right, we would like to continue. If it's not going to get better, we will call it tonight. So thank you very much. I'll be back.
Nothing don't give you the power. Man, we no like you wahala. We no believe in your policy. Pack up and let us be. After the election, where them do? We still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, they don't be like say na fake yo. Where the money, where the food? Nigerian people want it. But since you come, na tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, After the election, where them do, we still dey wait for the change, All the promise when they make,
Yeah, so I'm trying to double check again and see if this changes anything. So if it doesn't, I am very sorry. So we might have to call it a night, and I'll see you again tomorrow. In the so let's see. I think, yeah. Yeah, I think it's my microphone. I think something is wrong with the system, I would say, which always drops our volume after an hour. So that's something I need to fix. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to see you again tomorrow. Disappointing. We have a lot to share. Right. But it's the same microphone that has been working all this while. I actually thought the echo was the bad, but decided to use I know it was. It keeps going down and down and down. Don't worry, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks so much for your time. Good night.